claim and counterclaim plus damages. May I suggest Justice Sen or Justice Bhatt or Justice Bhanumati?
It's a small claim, it's just 5 crores. It's not in any particular order of precedence. It's just.
Perhaps a judge from the High Court of Delhi,
That's what we have suggested. There is an arbitration agreement between the parties. Full stop. There's an arbitration agreement between the petitioner and the first. Full stop. Hence, the disputes and differences between the petitioner and the first respondent are referred to the. It has been agreed that that a reference to a sole arbitrator may be made. Stop. The disputes and differences between the petitioner and the first respondent are referred to the sole are referred to Dr. S. Muralidhar, former Chief Justice of the High Court of Odisha, and also senior counsel, and formerly Chief Justice of the High Court of Odisha, as sole arbitrator under the Arbitration and Conciliation Act 1996. Stop. As regards the second respondent, it will be open to the petitioner to move an appropriate application before the sole arbitrator or implement, which may be decided in terms of the governing provisions of law. So the arbitrator may fix his fees in consultation with the parties, the arbitration petition as well. In my request on that it should not be construed as any opinion as far as the criminal proceedings that I have initiated. Reference to arbitration, the reference to arbitration of the disputes under the contract cannot be construed as any expression by this court on issues which may arise in the criminal proceedings. I'm very much. And on the merits of the impleadment also. I'm sorry to point this out. No, we are not. Absolutely not. Otherwise, we would have impleaded you. The very fact that we have not impleaded you means we have not expressed any opinion. Not just that. I regret it. Now, Commissioner, which are the states which have not implemented our judgment? I just simply noted I have a note. I have a very detailed note on this. You have the note, yeah? Yes. The note is packaged. Mr. Solicitor, that is the updated position you have now of who has. I have the updated position till yesterday night. Yes, till yesterday night, we were served affidavits and compliance. Because I just wanted to lift your lordship. No, this is the 6th or 7th time your lordships are asking them to pay up allowances and pay balance. Your lordships kindly see the major reporters. Let me just point out from page 6 onwards. But that's a number of high court on allowances, my lord. So that issue I'll come to. But your lordships, because allowances, you can't deduct TDS at all. Protected under section 192 and section 1014 of the Income Tax Act completely, because it is for money spent that allowances are paid. So there's no question of TDS, but I'll come to that a little later. But your lordships kindly see from page 6, Ilhabad.
Lordship sees, so far as Allahabad is concerned, there is more or less compliance. I shouldn't take. I think there are minor difficulties which will get ironed out. So far as Andhra Pradesh is concerned, there is substantial non-compliance. I have marked substantial non-compliance. Your Lordship sees the last two columns. So far as payment of revised allowances are concerned, and payment of arrears of allowances, most judicial officers have not received. Most judicial officers have received.
Fixed my loss, we just for payment of arrears.
Possibly, I the seventh time your lordships are extending. Repeatedly, your lordship have encountered all those orders in the first three parts of my notice. And best one was August 15. There are states which have moved IAS asking for 6 months, 2 years. Orissa on its own is 15th August. All states
the note has been submitted by Mr. K. Parmeshwar, indicating the status of compliance with the orders passed by this court on.
Well, it's three orders. One is 27/7/2022.
27 July 2022 to July 2023.
19th May 23 and 4th January 24.
19th May 2023
and 4th January 24.
Then there's 23rd November also, no?
That is only for extension, your lordships for suspension order, your lordships.
And 4th January 2024. Stop. Those seven opportunities, right, have been granted by this court to the states to comply. It appears that full compliance has not been effected, and several states are in default. The note highlights the states in default. We will deal with them. First off, they are dealt with CRETIP, Andhra Pradesh. The Standing Council. Standing Council. Standing Council. Yeah, Ms. Benasi appearing for the state of Andhra Pradesh states that she has instructions to the effect that the payments which would be made to the judicial officers have been made.
Whatever could be uploaded has been made.
Whatever could be uploaded.
Portal. There is a portal for the uploading of bills of arrears, which is the main. If my lords will see the last column, that is the main non-compliance that has been attributed to us.
Rina Singh, Learned Standing Council for the state of Andhra Pradesh, Learned Council for the state of Andhra Pradesh states that the portal through which bills were to be uploaded. The payments have been made to the extent to which bills were uploaded on the portal, on the web portal, which is open for that purpose. Stop. Should we say, Mr. Parmeshwar, that this may be verified?
That's clearly non-compliant because judicial officers spoke to me yesterday night. Number of judicial, the All India Judges Association is also here, members. There is no doubt, members, most states have been lackadaisical.
All right. We will say that, on the other hand, both the amicus curiae and the All India Judges Association, which is represented in these proceedings, have categorically stated that that full compliance has not been effected. But stop. We direct that a meeting be held. The meeting be held by Monday between the Registrar General of the High Court of Andhra Pradesh, the Chief Secretary.
Then direct the committee to meet. Your lordship said institutionalized it, and then committee, all of them, all the relevant people have got
the committee convened by the committee appointed by this court in its order dated
4th January
2020.
SCDJ.
What do we call it?
CSCDJ.
The CSCDJ. Within preferably on Tuesday, we say, preferably on Tuesday next, so that in case compliance is still to be effected, it is completed no later than by 15 August 2015. Full stop. A compliance affidavit shall be first shared with the CSCDJ and thereafter filed before this court, indicating compliance, failing which this court will be constrained to adopt contempt proceeding against the officers of the state. If full compliance has not been effective.
Then Bombay minutes, Lordship sees Bombay at page 8 minutes. Most of it is in substantial compliance except for the part so far as TDS is concerned. On TDS, the Lordship will pass an omnibus order on all high court minutes. Would your Lordships only see this is unfortunately minutes, your Lordships will see if your Lordships the second last column. What they have been doing is many state governments have again tinkered with your Lordship's order on allowances. After your Lordship's order, there's no question of the state governments now saying that this is not permissible under our rules. We will not allow it. Mobile handsets can't be on your Lordships. Remember during the hearing also this question on season. So an omnibus order on the grounds that there's no now deviation from your Lordships.
That we deal with.
So far as Bombay is concerned, only this because they have now said we'll take a call on mobile handsets and AC and furniture.
That you will.
Otherwise, there has been substantial compliance so far as Bombay is concerned. They have taken effective steps.
Which are the states which are not compliant?
Calcutta. West Bengal has moved an for extension of time limits.
It's given time till 15th of August to comply by 15th of August. Have been granted to us. All states have paid. I mean, how can West Bengal say we will not? You say that, look, then you can sit at home and not take any work from judicial officers. They are all working there.
Can I say this? It's only pertaining to arrears, but rest of the things have been implemented. Pertaining to arrears. That is not compliant because in the minus report it says partially compliant.
How much have you paid?
None of the states are very smart. None of them will say how many judicial officers are there. They will say we have complied.
Once we one clear officer can't clear all this. Once by deputy policy.
I just for giving space.
State of West Bengal, there has been non-compliance by the State of West Bengal with the orders of this court. Full stop. The time has been 1 year's time is sought for effecting compliance, which is unreasonable. Full stop. We grant time 2024. Till we give the matter of the reporting compliance on 20 August, we will keep the matter. We extend time for compliance until 20 August 2024. The proceeding shall be listed on 23 August 2024, on which day both the Chief Secretary and the Finance Secretary for the State of West Bengal shall remain present before the courts with affidavits indicating compliance.
All states, just bring your logic. All state government and Indian government documents 16 that pay commission. You are in the threshold of the next pay commission 2026, and yet our judicial officers after 8 years, 9 years have been received. It's not as if it's a separate case of judicial officers. Most of these recommendations are on par with state government and Indian officers.
We are constrained to pass the above order. We are usually circumspect in directing the personal presence of the officers of the state. Full stop. However, it's a situation where the officers, the bureaucracy has received the revision of their pay scales and other allowances with effect from 1 January 2016. Full stop. Judicial officers are yet to receive the revision, the revised pay scales and allowances. So the arrears which are due to them in terms of the SNJBC, so 8 years have lapsed. Despite, as we have already noted, despite sufficient opportunities, there has been non-compliance. It is in this backdrop that we have been compelled to pass the above order. So then,
instead of bureaucracy, we consider administrative officers in the executive.
bureaucracy, administrative officers in the executive.
It's a better word. That's better.
Manoj comment. Manoj, just one thing, Manoj may not say that State of West Bengal has not complied. Manoj may kindly say partially complied, as the writers have stated, because it seems that we have.
But you have not told us how much you have paid. You tell us how much you have paid. Then you would have.
I'll come back on this and just.
Anyway, you think all right. Which is the next one now?
So only one thing, if just in case we are not complying by 20th, then Manoj may require the presence of.
Now here they have to remain present with an affidavit of compliance. Otherwise, we send them marching from here. Yes.
Plus, Chhattisgarh also concern is the allowances, but your lordship, one minute, tax
Tax will pass a separate law.
Again, the same thing in Chhattisgarh also. They will say we are considering whether we should grant those allowances. I don't understand those deals. With all due respect, because after there is a Supreme Court judgment, the subject matter of all those deals mentions the Supreme Court judgment of 4th January 24 and then says we will now consider whether we must grant those allowances.
Where is that in your note?
Your Lordships kindly see page 10, Chhattisgarh Village. Your Lordship should see committee is considering upon the mode of payment of concurrent charge allowance. State has issued geo-dated so-and-so sanctioning increments on acquiring higher qualification, but no date has been mentioned. All that is clear in your Lordship judgment. There's no question of now saying that we will deviate from your Lordship judgment. And your Lordship
State of Chhattisgarh, the geo issued by the state indicates that the committee is considering the mode of payment of the concurrent charges allowance, correct? The concurrent charges allowance. The state has issued a geo sanctioning the increments on acquiring higher education qualification, but no date has been mentioned for effecting compliance.
And out of 20, only 11 have been sanctioned.
And full stop. Out of 20
allowances,
only 11 allowances have been sanctioned. Full stop. The state, the conduct of the state of Chhattisgarh is clearly unacceptable. Full stop. Despite 7 opportunities, 7 is there also now. Despite 7 opportunities, the judgments of this court have not been complied with. We direct the personal presence of the Chief Secretary and the Finance Secretary of the State of Chhattisgarh for this court on 20 August 2024. 20 August bola tha na? 23 August 2024, together with affidavits of compliance, failing which the court would be constrained to take recourse to the exercise of its contempt jurisdiction. Well, that's Chhattisgarh then. Full compliance by the yes, and the Chief Secretary and Finance Secretary have to be personally present in this court on that day. Now we're not going to say that if you comply with, then you need not be present, because then they'll not comply with. Only if we now direct presence that they will comply with. We now know how to extract compliance with the order. Yes. Last. We're not going to send them to jail if they comply, but they have to be present here and tell us that they have complied. Nothing doing now. Yes. Which is the next?
Delhi, Manoj, page 12, no allowances, no areas of allowances have been made. Delhi, no allowances, no areas of allowances. Last report.
The orders passed by this court. No case for extension has been made out. Stop. We therefore direct full compliance with the orders of this court by 14 August, by 20 August 2023. Secretary and the Finance Secretary of ENCDD shall remain personally present before this court on 23 August 2023, together with affidavits of compliance for the purpose of reporting compliance, failing which the court would be constrained to take recourse to the exercise of its contempt jurisdiction. Then,
Assam, no compliance. They moved an IA for extension saying citing floods because there was no floods in the
Find an affidavit also. Also, we have issued the notification. So far as 14 heads are concerned, also we have issued the notification. The report, because it came later, also that was the only thing. Also, the time, Lordship, that is being taken, Lordship, is we are really also now facing disaster.
counsel appearing on behalf of the state of Assam
Disaster situation.
states that a notification has now been issued for the payment of 14 allowances.
14 allowances in that.
First stop.
Not 7, Lordship, 6. Lordship said 7.
There has to be full compliance with the orders of this court. Full stop. This court is not inclined to grant any further extension of time or exemption to the state. Full stop. The Chief Secretary and the Finance Secretary of the state of Assam shall remain personally present before this court on 23 or shall they should I so ऊपर जो लिखा था ना 20th August and 23 August same one.
Lordship, our situation is a bit critical, Lordship, because of disaster situation.
These are people who are people who are working in service.
Yes,
You have to pay them now. Yes,
Lordship, may I just submit, Lordship, I've given time to the other state till 15th of August.
On 20th August, we have given you. We have given you time until 20th of August, paid by 20th of August, and asked the Chief Secretary and Finance Secretary to be in court on the 23rd of August to report that they have complied. And then we will we put an end to them.
That will be exempted, Lordship. We are in a genuine situation.
Then I know what will happen.
Different.
There will be another application for extension. Once we say this.
It will be for a state like Northeast, and we are facing floods. It is the third round of floods. It is the third round of floods.
Yes.
Lordship, our case, Lordship, kindly consider. The other states will not come out with this situation. Our situation is a bit critical. Lordship, consider it on the next day, Lordship. On 23rd, Lordship, 23rd, if we don't show any progress, Lordship, kindly consider.
On the 23rd, people are not able to pay. The Chief Secretary and Finance Secretary come here and tell us why you can't pay. That's the
You must have been so clear. Lordship, that's what Lordship, I was only requesting, Lordship. Kindly pass that order on 23rd, Lordship. If we don't do, Lordship, we are in a situation, Lordship. We are in a critical situation, Lordship. Otherwise, I would not have placed it.
From what date did you revise the pay scale of the rent?
That we have complied, Lordship.
From which date?
So far as the administrative office. So far as the SHJPC, Lordship, we have complied with everything, Lordship. After that, I can't often tell, Lordship, from which date we are making instructions.
1st of January 2016.
Lordship, we have complied with every direction of the SHJPC, Lordship. We have complied with everything.
Point. You will pay the state civil service officers. Judicial officers are not our.
Lordship, I am not making legal argument, Lordship. I am not making legal argument. It's on a different criteria, Lordship. So we got this.
What I could discuss, Arunachal, Nagaland, and Mizoram, so notifications are there, but reason purposes, according to the last affidavits, what comes, we got like the same directions for us, Arunachal, Nagaland, and Mizoram.
Same direction shall apply to the states of Arunachal, Nagaland, Mizoram.
So we have got a state of Nagaland. All the information has been collated, is just pending with the finance department, Your Lordship. There has been compliance. We've accepted all the allowances, Your Lordship. We kindly give us time. Your Lordship may not.
Until 20th of August.
Insofar as the presence of the Chief Secretary,
We have to secure that.
because there has been substantial compliance. It's
Yes.
just dispersal of funds.
Compliant come here, come visit Delhi once, yes.
So that's Gujarat, because I am now told that substantial compliance except TDS.
TDS, the TDS is the answer on this.
Himachal Pradesh, because the affidavit doesn't give us any information. So far as
State of Himachal Pradesh has selected the Chief Secretary and Finance Secretary of the State of Himachal Pradesh that filed a joint affidavit indicating compliance. So, as you did, who's appearing for the State of Himachal Pradesh? Court to say that Himachal Pradesh is absent when the case is taken up. So the Chief Secretary and Finance Secretary of the state of Himachal Pradesh, that first be the same order. Yes. Yeah.
Because Jammu Kashmir and Ladakh, that's no money is paid.
Jammu and Kashmir and Ladakh, same.
District judges, my lords, and the district judges are the drawing and disbursing officer. The funds have been provided, my lords. The disbursal is the allotted district judges, my lords. My lords, may I have my compliance with everything?
Regards the Union Territory of Ladakh, Mr. Piyush Beriwal, right?
Yes, my lords.
Learned Stand Council states that the two district judges are drawing and disbursing officers, and the funds
Yes, my lord. My lord, we have also filed this file in affidavit.
so Ladakh you don't pass any order of presence.
Much only. So Jharkhand also something. So areas of differences.
Jharkhand. Has payment been completed? Have you paid all the 20 allowances? Then same order for Jharkhand. Ask the Chief Secretary and Finance Secretary to remain present. Time until 20th. Yes, then
Karnataka is not a concern. Karnataka is not a concern. Kerala was not paid. They have put an application for extension. They have not
Kerala paid. That's all right. To ask the Chief Secretary and Finance Secretary to remain present. Kerala the same order. Compliant by 20th, personal presence on the 23rd. 20th of August and personal presence on the 23rd.
Plus Madhya Pradesh also same thing. SOP has been made by the collective officials also. But what is possible?
Madhya Pradesh is the same. Madhya Pradesh, same order. Then
Tamil Nadu, my lords, not a single person.
Tamil Nadu,
Gravely.
same order.
Manipur had a problem with
With respect to the pay and pension, everything has been paid. The allowances, they have been approved. The prospective payment of the allowances have started, and I have got a pay slip from the respective PPOs also. Because with respect to the areas of pay, that is the only problem that we have. Because we were seeking a little bit of time to explain.
Much of the pay.
This is about 24 hours. And so the state is running into some deficit.
Pay, get it from the Union of India. Same order for money.
Can it be a little?
20th office, not 20th office. It's uniform for everybody. Yes.
Meghalaya also.
Meghalaya,
Same. So,
same order.
that's all. These are my lords.
So for Meghalaya, so 20th August. 20th August, ask the Chief Secretary. If you have paid, mention the matter earlier and tell us we have paid, you exempt your Chief Secretary. Otherwise, he has to be present.
So, for the Odisha is concerned, the 6 elements, they decided not to.
Orissa,
And then so far as the areas is concerned, they themselves decided that they will pay over 600 million.
same order. Take all 6 allowances have paid.
The resolution of the Finance Department has come in on the 16th of March 2024, and the Law and the Home Department have submitted the proposal in the ensuing session for release of funds into the Senate. That's the instruction which they have.
The Council for the State of Orissa states that
The resolution of the Finance Department has been issued on 16th May 2024,
the resolution of the Finance Department was issued on 16 March 24.
and the Law and Home Department has submitted the proposal to make the budget revision to it.
So the Law and Home Department have submitted proposals for ensuring payment.
Budget provision.
For making a budget provision, the ensuing budget session.
Ensuing
20th August, we are making in compliance and ask the Chief Secretary and Finance Secretary to remain present. Yes.
So far as what has been said, that's I'm now told yesterday evening I received a note saying that they have started disbursal of all the allowances. But the last affidavit which was filed with us said that the allowances have not been paid. No, please pay. So once again, the committee filed an affidavit.
Bihar, as the Secretary and Council for the state of Bihar, states that an amount of rupees 122 crores has been transferred to the Law and Judiciary Department, right? And the payments are being made in full compliance with the orders. So then,
Punjab and Haryana allowances are not being complied with, and allowances, future payments are partial compliance with what you've seen the last 2 months.
the same order for the state of Punjab and same order is same full compliance with
The issue is that the state of Punjab and Haryana, the metal is pending is for the full bench of the
यार इंडिया कितना आगे बढ़ रहा है नहीं, पर इन्वेस्ट कहाँ करूँ? इंडेक्स म्यूचुअल फंड से शुरू कर, इंडिया बढ़ेगा, सेंसेक्स उठेगा और साथ में तेरा इन्वेस्टमेंट। तुझे कैसे पता?
cannot release cannot
So except for
Superintendent, we have been done in lawsuit. For the state of Punjab. For the state of Punjab, we have done in lawsuit. Only that matter is pending before the High Court. Which 1168
the state of Punjab की ऐसा नहीं से which is Punjab is
Page 1168 lawsuit. That's not allowances. That's only certificate and super state. That's litigated between the judicial officers there. That's what which are examined.
What about the allowances? Have you paid the allowances?
Have you also placed that on record?
Sorry?
We have released the allowances. 11th April 2023 lawsuit.
We passed the same order. If you have, come back to us, file an IA before the next date of this thing. We will and give it to Mr. Parmeshwar. We'll verify. We'll delete the requirement of the So to first ensure that the full payment is made, file an affidavit, give it to Mr. Parmeshwar. Come here and mention it. We will accept the appearance.
Rajasthan chief, information has been provided.
Rajasthan. Anybody else?
I'm sorry, my lord. I was just trying to say something, but I was not unmutable. For Delhi, my lord.
Yes, for Delhi.
For Delhi, yes, my lord. And we are waiting for the approval of the central government because we can make payment only once the central government.
Sir, we cannot consent with that. You sort it out with the central government. You want payment to be made. Yes.
Central government has
Haryana, that's impossible because the Haryana, the other orders will be because they have not paid up the allowances. And Punjab
Punjab
central government has filed petition.
Punjab and Haryana will pass the same order. Punjab, Haryana, the same order of personal residence. Provided they come back here and file an IHC that we have made, and you can tell us, we can mention that these states have been government mentioned.
So far as Rajasthan, Sikkim, Tripura, and Uttarakhand, Rajasthan, Sikkim, and Tripura the same order. Allowances have not been paid.
Rajasthan, Sikkim, and Tripura same order.
Telangana has complied. Uttarakhand only issues TDS. Because on TDS, I just can't.
For Sikkim, may I make one submission? May I request for a similar indulgence as the previous council? Once I find the updated status of allowances, may I make a request for exemption for appearance, as my lords have permitted the previous councils for other states? Because I'll get the updated status and ensure that the allowances are paid.
Let them be,
Yes,
let them appear, yes.
TDS is saying whenever the allowances are concerned, totally they should be cut because there's no point in going there.
Wherever exemptions are allowed, wherever exemptions are available under the provisions of the Income Tax Act 1961, from the deduction of TDS on allowances, the state government shall ensure no deduction of TDS.
Wherever deducted, will not be the practice September to return them because then this is a temporary deduction. You have to go back because this is the state government is deducted.
Wherever the state governments have wrongly deducted the TDS, they shall refund the amount to the judicial officers on or before 15 September 2024, with liberty reserved to them to pursue their claim to court.
Allowances that are part of the essential are exempted under the Income Tax Act. My lords, this is something like that we have happened. I've also annexed verified the payment slips of each
Well, then what we do is that we take up, we have covered the states, right? On the issue of TDS compartment, right? We'll keep it on Monday. Look at what TDS did last exam.
My belief here was that
Can you serve the central government councils so that we can deal with TDS? Just ask Mr. Venkatraman to remain present here on Monday. You can tell him what the issue is, so that then we can clarify.
this housekeeping.
Telangana state will no complaints. Telangana state.
Where are they? Yes, there are eight contempt petitions. Yes. Page 26 4. Serial numbers 1 to 6 IS standing score.
Telangana state will Telangana state.
All serial number 1 to 17. Serial number 1 to 17. Your sometimes square.
Your lordships, they mention on
So what we do is
your lordship on with your lordship's permission to just may.
well, in the afternoon today, the
Just log it.
the matters on Monday, including NEET, also will take up on Monday.
May I have your lordship's time? So just half a minute. Can I have the attention of the court for just half a minute?
So we'll take up NEET tomorrow first on board, and then we'll proceed.
May I have your lordship's attention for a minute?
Have it on
That's serial number 38, 38 Kal Rakho. 38.
Whereas if 38 can be on Monday, my last we didn't take instruction and we place something on record also.
Mr. Venkatraman, yesterday the solicitor was also saying that he will require a little time on Monday.
This not every day one order is being passed. Again, today has been passed.
Yes, that on record, my lord. Nothing worse has been passed, man.
What is being happening in Virat, as I mentioned yesterday, not about the loss. What happened? There are 9 lines, they say no, that order is no. There are 10 that is
Then we take it up on Monday.
they say no, that order is no. There are 10 that is
Then we take it up on Monday.
that are part of the SHG are exempted under the income tax act. So my lords, if something like that can happen, I'm also against along with my the payment slips of the
All right, what we do is that we take up, we have covered the states, right? On the issue of TDS का बाद में देखते हैं. We keep it on Monday. Just look at what she has said last exam.
I believe you were that.
Can you serve the central government council so that we can then deal with TDS on that? Just ask Mr. Venkatraman to remain present here on Monday. You can tell him what the issue is, so that then we can clarify.
Just housekeeping.
Yeah.
Our Telangana state will not. No complaints. The Telangana state.
Where are they? Yes, there are 8 countries.
Personally not available. TDP Wednesday.
Wednesday fine.
Correct.
Wednesday fine. Wednesday fine. We also have to go through it.
Other matters on 30 on Friday.
Wednesday is fine.
About Monday and Tuesday, I'm about me and Nitish both are out of Delhi, Manoj.
Keep NEET on Wednesday.
Wednesday, I'm glad.
Others on Friday. Others on Friday.
Thursday.
One second, just say this.
Thursday, Manoj. Wednesday is a holiday.
In compliance with the order, the previous order passed by this court, affidavits have been filed by the NTA and Union of India.
We are not served.
Mr. Nedumbaran, you are not the judge. Fortunately, I am the judge. Please quiet.
I'm here to
NTA and the Union of India have filed their responses. Stop. In order to, some of the learned council have not been able to receive electronic copies of the responses. In order to enable part.
She falls, she rises, enigmatic, enchanting, her grace, incomparable, her power, unimaginable. She is breathtaking. She is life-giving. Call her a creator. Call her a goddess. Call her a force of nature. We call her inspiration. Fine Diamonds presents Nua by Malabar Gold and Diamonds.
Contribution notice on that NEET matters.
That's the transfer petition that not matters. 42 years. That's 42 we have to issue notice.
My lord, in all India judges matter, my lord. I'm sorry. The case was called, I was just trying to rush in. My lord, I am not the state of Himachal Pradesh. My lord, I'm not my absence.
Ask your Chief Secretary and Finance Secretary to remain present on the 23rd of August. By 20th August to comply, but they have to be present at court to indicate that they have complied.
My lord, my presence.
All right. Very good.
These are very bad standing orders, your lordships.
Some identity against these matters may be kept on my. My lord, I am this.
Just do this. Just give a copy, a fresh copy, which they say the electronic copy is not open. The link is not open.
May be kept on Monday, my lord.
Item 39 is kept on.
May be kept on Monday. My lord, the lordship didn't hear me. Then my lord, these may be kept on Monday.
Say no, that order is no. They not take the case.
Can we take it up on Monday? So that then we can clarify.
Just housekeeping.
Yeah.
Our Telangana state will not. No complaints. The Telangana state.
Where are they? Yes, there are 8 contempt petitions. Yes. Page 26 code, serial number 1 to 6 IS, stand this code.
Telangana state will not. Telangana state.
all seal number 1 to 17. Seal number 1 to 17 का जो page 27 और 28 को है,
Your lordships may mention what I.
so what we do is
Your lordship lordship with your lordship's permission, may.
well in the afternoon today. Just log in. The matters on Monday, including NEET, also will take up on Monday.
May I have your lordship's time? So just half a minute. Can I have the attention of the court for just half a minute?
So we'll take up NEET tomorrow first on board, and then we'll proceed. Mr.
May I have your lordship's attention for a minute?
That's serial number 38, my lord. 38, I'll write down.
Lordship and Lordship, jab 38 can be on Monday, my lord, we take instruction and we place something on record also, my lord.
Mr. Rajman, yesterday the solicitor was also saying that he will require a little time on Monday.
This not every day one order is being passed. Again, today has been passed.
Is that on record, my
They don't like say no, that order is no. They don't take that leave.
Let me take it up on Monday. Let them hear
saying wherever the influence of relevances are concerned, voting should be cut because there's no point in going
wherever exemptions are allowed, wherever exemptions are available under the provisions of the Income Tax Act 1961, from the deduction of TDS on allowances, the state government shall ensure that no deduction of TDS.
wherever deducted, my lord will give them time till September to return it because then this is every deduction. You'll have to go back because this is the state government is deducted so that
Wherever the state governments have wrongly deducted the TDS, they shall refund the amount to the judicial officers on or before 15 September 2024, with liberty reserved to them to pursue their claim before the department.
I have encapsulated my book, which I have circulated. I have an appendix C, where I have encapsulated under the Income Tax Act, which all allowances that are part of the SHG are exempted under the Income Tax Act. So my lords, if something like that can happen, I've also annexed along with my the payment slips of the
Well, then what we do is that we take up, we have covered the states, right? On the issue of TDS can pass the detail. We keep it on Monday. Just look at what she has said last examination.
I am really sure was that
Can you serve the central government councils where we can then deal with TDS on that? Just ask Mr. Venkataraman to remain present here.
on my
Yes, there are eight contempt petitions. Yes. Page 26 for verse numbers 1 to 6 IS standing score. all seal number 1 to 17. Seal number 1 to 17 का जो पेज सत्ताईस अड़तालीस को है
May I mention on
So what we do is,
your lordship, lordship, with your lordship's permission, may
well, in the afternoon today,
this okay.
the matters on Monday, including NEET also will take up on Monday.
May I have your lordship's time such as half a minute? Can I have the attention of the court for just half a minute?
So we'll take up NEET tomorrow first on board, and then we'll proceed. Mr.
May I have your lordship's attention for a minute?
That's serial number 38. 38 Kal Rakho.
38 can be on Monday, my lords. We need take instruction and we'll place something on record also, my lords.
Mr. Venkateswar, yesterday the solicitor was also saying that he will require a little time on Monday.
The problem is this, not every day one order is being passed. Again, today has been passed.
Yes, that on record, my lords. Nothing worse is being passed, my lord.
What is being happening in Virat, as I mentioned yesterday, is not about curiosity. What happened? There are lines like this, say no, that order is no. There are 10 against yes.
Can we take it up on Monday?
Finance Department has been issued on 16th May 2024.
The resolution of the Finance Department was issued on 16 March 24.
And the Law and Home Department has submitted the proposal for making the budget provision created.
So the Law and Home Department have submitted proposal for payment
Budget provision.
for making a budget provision in the ensuing budget session. 20th August, we are making compliance and ask the Chief Secretary and Finance Secretary to remain present. Yes.
So far as Patna is concerned, I am now told yesterday evening I received a note saying that they have started dispersal of all the allowances. But the last affidavit which was filed said that the allowances have not been taken. No, it's been.
Yes.
Punjab and Haryana High Court once again, the committee filed an affidavit.
Bihar as Secretary and Current Counsel for the state of Bihar states that an amount of rupees 122 crores has been transferred to the Law and Judiciary Department, right? And and the payments are being made in full compliance with the order of this court. Then
Punjab and Haryana, whereas allowances arrears have not been complied with, and allowances future payments are partial compliance. We want to see the last requirements.
the same order for state of Punjab as NEET. Same order we say full compliance issued.
There is an issue with respect to state of Punjab and Haryana. The matter is pending before the full bench of the High Court. Allowances, that's why they were not doing. The state has complied with the DISITION NEET. We see the notice with. There is an SLP pending before this court, pursuant to which the High Court has ruled itself cannot release cannot grant it to the that's relevance. It's relevance.
So except for
So
super
that
time,
we have been done your lordship for the state of Punjab. For the state of Punjab, we have done your lordship. Only that matter will be pending before the High Court. Page 116
all
of
right,
the
state of Punjab ki ऐसा लिखते which is page Punjab is
Page
saying.
1168, your lordship.
That's in respect of, that's not allowances, that's only settlements. That's litigated between the judicial officers, therefore that full which I've examined.
What about the allowances? Have you paid the allowances?
Your lordship will place that on record, your lordship.
Sorry,
We have released the allowances 11th April 23, your lordship.
we pass the same order. If you have come back to us, file an IA before the next date or this thing. We will and give it to Mr. Parmeshwar. He'll verify. We'll delete the requirement of the.
निकालो जीत के पैसे। ऐसे कैसे? जीत के पैसे निकालना इतना अनसेफ। यहाँ अनसेफ है जहाँ बस सुप्रीम लूडो पे नहीं होगा। और तब तक सुप्रीम पर जीत के पैसे इंस्टेंटली निकालना है बिल्कुल सेफ। आज ही सुप्रीम.com से ऐप डाउनलोड करो और जीतो लाखों तक कैश।
इस खेल में आदत लगना या आर्थिक जोखिम संभव है, जिम्मेदारी से खेलें।
Rajasthan. Okay. Anybody else?
But I'm sorry, my lord. I was just trying to say something, but I was not unmuted, my lord. For Delhi, my lord.
Yes, for Delhi.
Problem for Delhi. Yes, my lord. We are waiting for the approval of the central government because we can make payment only once the central government approves.
Sir, we are not concerned with that. You sort it out with the central government. We want payment to be made. Yes.
Central government has solution.
Haryana,
the other orders continue because they have not paid up the relevance. And Punjab also.
Punjab nominate for the past year.
Telangana state will not.
Central government has filed review petition.
Punjab and Haryana will pass the same order. Punjab, Haryana, the same order of personal presence. Provided they come back here and file an IA saying that you can tell us, we will. You can mention, Parmeshwar, that these states have been. You can come and mention to them.
So far as Rajasthan, Sikkim, Tripura, and Uttarakhand concerned, Rajasthan, Sikkim, and Tripura the same order. Allowances have not been paid.
Rajasthan, Sikkim, and Tripura same order.
Telangana has complied. Uttarakhand only issues TDS. Because of TDS, I just want to
For Sikkim, may I make one submission? May I request for a similar indulgence as the previous council. Once I file the updated status of allowances, may I make a request for exemption for appearance, as my lords have permitted the previous councils for other states. Because I'll get the updated status and ensure that the allowances are paid.
And let me, let them appear, yes.
As TDS is concerned. Saying wherever the exemptions are, the allowances are concerned, more TDS should be cut because there's no point in going.
We say wherever exemptions are allowed, wherever exemptions are available under the provisions of the Income Tax Act 1961. TDS on allowances, the state government shall ensure that no deduction of TDS is made.
And wherever deducted, by law will give them time till September to return it because then this is every deduction. You'll have to go back because this is the state government is deducted.
Wherever the state governments have wrongly deducted the TDS, they shall refund the amount to the judicial officers before 15 September 2024. With liberty reserved to them to pursue their claim before the department.
I have encapsulated my note, which I have surveyed, that in appendix C, where I have encapsulated under the Income Tax Act, which all allowances that are part of the SHG are exempted under the Income Tax Act. So my lords, if something like that can happen, I have also annexed along with my note the payment slips of the
Well, then what we do is that we take up, we have covered the states, right? On the issue of TDS ka baad mein dekhte hain. We keep it on Monday. Just look at what she has said last exam.
I believe sure was that.
Can you serve the central government councils so that we can then deal with TDS? Just ask Mr. Venkatraman to remain present here on Monday. You can tell him what the issue is. So that then we can clarify. Yeah.
Or Telangana state will not. No complaints. Telangana state.
Where are they? Yes, there are 8 contempt petitions. Yes. Page 26 4. Serial numbers 1 to 6 IS stand as one.
Telangana state will not. Telangana state
all seal number 1 to 17. Seal number 1 to 17 का जो पेज 27 और 28 को है वो भी डिस्प्ले
Your lordships, may I mention one night?
what we do is
Your lordship, lordship, with your lordship's permission, may
well, in the afternoon today the
okay.
the matter on Monday, including NEET also will take up on Monday.
May I have your lordship's I suggest half a minute. Can I have the attention of the court for just half a minute?
So we'll take up NEET tomorrow first on board, and then we'll proceed. Mr.
May I have your lordship's attention?
That's serial number 38.
Judge, 38 can be on Monday, my last instruction, and we'll place something on record also.
Mr. Rajman, yesterday the solicitor was also saying that he will require a little time on Monday.
This is not every day one order is being passed. Again, today has been passed.
Yes, that on record, my lord, nothing worse has been passed, my lord.
What is being happening in Virat, as I mentioned yesterday, not a political what happened? You know, like, you know, that order is done. They not take the name because
We take it up on Monday. State of Punjab की ऐसा लिखे which is best page Punjab
say 1168 you lost that's not 11, that's only 7 supposed to that's mitigated between the judicial officers, therefore that footage are exact.
What about the allowance? Let me pay the allowance. Sorry?
You have released the allowance 11th April 23 you lost.
We passed the same order. If you have, come back to us, file an IA before the next date of this thing. Give it Mr. Parmeshwar. Verify. We'll give the requirement of the 6 So first, ensure that the full payment is made. File an affidavit. Give it to Mr. Parmeshwar. Come here and mention
Live है
appearance.
लाइव हमारे देख लाइव क्लास में जो लाइव का लाइव देखा नहीं घंटा
No information has been provided to this court.
1 घंटा 4 मिनट होगा देखा था और भी छोड़ा है काट जाओ मैं रोड आप ले जाके ये तो के नाम है मिलेन
I'm sorry, my lord. I was just trying to say something, but I was not unmuted. Unmuted, my lord. For Delhi, my lord.
Yes, for Delhi.
For Delhi. Yes, my lord. We are waiting for the approval of the central government because we have we can only once the central government.
So we are not concerned with that. We sort it out with the central government. We want payment to be made. Yes.
Central government just permission.
Haryana because the
Haryana
the other orders because they have not paid up the impediment. And
Punjab का हमने order pass किया था.
Paper leak. And they found that the SOPs were not upheld, complied with, and they were still trying to find out that at what stage and from what source the paper has been leaked. They indicated the fault at a systemic level. Now, another supporting fact comes from NTA's reply straight away.
Priyanka you need to twist all student
the press note of the Bihar
प्रियंका बोल रही है रीनीट होना चाहिए गाइस आप बताइए रीनीट होना चाहिए या नहीं फैसला जो हो गया प्रियंका all रीनीट all students
May I answer, my lord?
not chance
is
हाँ होना चाहिए.
as per my understanding in the case. They have found that the standard
मब्बू यादव
SOPs
बोल रहे हैं होनी
which were
चाहिए.
laid down by
यादव बोल रही
NTA
है
for
होना
transportation of
चाहिए,
question
ना होना
papers,
चाहिए.
etc., was not fully complied with.
अपना अपना
They
कमेंट
found
बोलिए.
it as a matter of
रीनीट होना
fact
चाहिए या
that the
नहीं.
paper has been leaked.
है गाइस.
They found it as a matter of fact that
हाँ.
it was being the assault question paper was received
रीनीट
by
होना
the
चाहिए या
on
नहीं.
mobile phone on the morning of 5th of May. Where do we get that? Yes, no, it is there. Let me come back.
फैसला होता है.
At page 292 of my
देखो सुप्रीम
second paragraph.
सुप्रीम कोर्ट
Yes, sir. This
देता लइकन के नीट के हो. नीट हेयरिंग.
second paragraph.
रीनीट होना चाहिए कि नहीं.
292, allow me to read that.
Yes or no?
Received on mobile phone by this gang. When were they received? They say 5th of May 2024 in the morning, and the students were made in groups, were made to memorize the answers to these questions. This is what the finding is. As a matter of fact, we have a video which was shown to me. It's a
रीनीट होना चाहिए कि नहीं.
channel where it has been recorded, which is on 4th of May. The question paper and answers were being circulated on a Telegram channel. This has been captured the date and the Telegram channel we have. And the questions have been matched with the same question.
When were the question papers lodged in the locker?
सब कहाँ जाते हैं
That
आवाज.
they will be able to tell.
When were the question papers sent to the locker?
ऐसा चल जी तो आवाज आओ ना जी मार रहे हैं.
5-6 days prior to the capture.
Specific date. And second, when were they pulled out of the locker? Two
Need
lockers,
to
right?
just
State Bank of
please.
India and Can Bank.
Thanks, please.
Now, when were they pulled out of the locker?
On the date of the exam, that is on 5th minutes. It's not only the date which is relevant, the time that has to be leading to the start of the reference.
What time was the examination held?
5th minutes.
What time was it held?
2 in the afternoon, 5:20, 3 hours, 20 minutes.
Yes.
Now, what time were they pulled out of the locker on the 5th?
Around minutes 10:30, 11 o'clock.
Now, at how many centers in India was the exam conducted?
In India, 4,750 minutes.
4,750 centers. How many? Right. How many cities?
5.
Now, please give us specific.
571 and 15 centers were abroad.
571 cities.
Yes, please.
पेजे खत्म हो
And how many centers abroad?
14 minutes. 14 cities, 14 cities.
फायदा वाला मार दे हमारा फायदा वाला चैनल का फायदा वाला.
Now tell us, how many students appeared totally?
24 lakhs around minutes. Around 24 minutes.
You have the precise figure.
23 lakhs, 73 lakhs. I'll give you lordships in the
23 lakhs.
33,297. Yet against registration of 24 lakhs and plus.
नानी का वाला सब
72,000 students ballots did not take the exam despite registration.
Now, how were the papers distributed abroad?
They were sent minutes.
And when were they sent abroad?
The embassies, through the embassies.
And how were they sent to the embassies?
You'll get the details of it.
Were they sent by the diplomatic bag? Were they sent by courier?
I'll find out.
And second, if the now they were the exam was held in as many as 4,750 centers.
Yes,
in 571 cities.
Yes,
right?
Yes.
Now, when you say that the two booklets, we'll call them.
Yes.
A and B, set A and set B.
Yes.
They were sent to these cities. When were they sent to these cities?
Yes, please.
When were they sent to these cities?
Approximately about 5 cities.
We don't want to tell us the precise dates.
I'll get the exact dates.
When were they and how were they sent to those cities?
Yes, please. I'll get the dates. Bihar police
And were they lodged in the State Bank and Canada Bank in each of these cities? Or what happened?
each of the cities where they are custodians who operates Canada Bank and State Bank.
So we want to know on what date were the question papers sent? Where were they? When were they? When the question papers were prepared?
Yes, please.
Right? Question papers are prepared by one person or more than one person?
Group of experts, question papers are prepared at the headquarters.
Where the headquarters Delhi?
Delhi.
So two sets are prepared by two different groups or one group?
It's by the same.
One second.
The same group of experts in its displays one different sets of questions.
At the headquarters. After they are prepared, they are given to the NTA.
Yes, please.
Right. Now, tell us when did the group of persons conduct the prepare the question papers and give you the question papers?
I'll get the date.
Right. We want to know what was the date on which these question papers were prepared and given to you. Point one.
Yes, please.
After they were received by NTA, in what custody they were preserved? When did NTA send them to the State Bank of India and Canara Bank into different cities?
In between, printing is there. Yes.
Right.
Printing presses.
So when
are they sent to the printing press?
which is a printing press?
Yes, please. We will get the details.
We want to know which is the printing press.
Yes.
When did you send these question papers to the printing press?
Yes, please.
What were the transportation arrangements made for sending them to the printing press?
Yes, please.
When did the printing press, after the printing press reached them, we're now talking of 24 lakh, 50 lakh sets. Yes. Right? Because 24 lakh had how many sets were printed?
Correct. Yes.
And after they were printed, where were they sent? Are they sent back to the headquarters at Delhi?
Yes, please.
Huh?
The remaining sheets,
No.
unutilized us.
No. After the question paper is sent, it is sent for printing.
Yes.
You have a printing press A.
Yes.
You need not tell us where the printing press is, otherwise next year they will go to that place. Yes, next year. Now it is sent to that printing press.
Yes.
Right? How is it sent to the printing press? Under what custody?
Yes.
Second, after they are printed, how does the printing press send it back to NTA? Between that date and give us that date, how many days had elapsed between that and the distribution of the question papers to these 471 cities and 4,750 centers?
The entire movement minutes are prepared at that. Starting from the preparation of the question paper.
See, I'll tell you why we are asking. If we come to the conclusion that the time lag between the leak and the actual date of the examination is relatively limited, then that would be a circumstance which would militate against holding a retest.
Not sure.
If the time lag between the leak and the actual examination, Brother Mishra actually made,
Is wide. Then
is wider, then there's a greater chance that the malaise is across the system.
I get it minutes. I'll give you time.
If it appears that the question papers were leaked on the morning of the 5th, the exam was scheduled at 2 o'clock, students were made to memorize the questions, that may be one indicator that the leak was not as widespread. Somebody who has a question paper is not going to ask students to sit down and memorize them and give on the spot memorize them. How many answers can a student memorize?
There are two aspects.
Therefore, we have to have some clarity on facts for us to understand whether this is so systemic that we must order a retouch. See, there are 2 or 3 considerations which we have. One, if the sanctity of the examination is lost, then the retest has to be ordered. Right? If we are not able to identify students who are candidates who are guilty of wrongdoing, a retest has to be ordered. If you can't distinguish the grain from the shaft, that is the dated from the undated, a retest has to be ordered. On the other hand, in dealing with now a situation of 23 lakh students. It may be far-fetched for us to at least presume, unless they point out material to us, that all 23 lakh students or a substantial number of them are involved in the fraud. For all we know, a large number of students may be just honest students who have appeared for the exam. Large number, therefore, we have to see if, second, what was the modality? One more very important aspect. What was the modality in which the leak was detected? If the leak took place, if the modality of the leak is through electronic means, social media, then there is a possibility that the leak is extremely wide.
That is the point. What your lordship said is all correct. The electronic media.
We are flagging these issues. We want you to therefore give us a comprehensive analysis of dates. Because if the leak is taking place through, say, Telegram, if it is taking through WhatsApp, this is because if it's through social media or any electronic means of communication, it's like wildfire. On the other hand, we must also balance it out about the time at which the leak takes place. If it's more or less in the morning of the 5th, then the time between when the leak takes place and the students have to go for the examination is very limited. On the time, this is a hard decision. One more thing, which will require some assistance from both sides. Please don't treat it as an adversarial litigation. For the reason that whatever view we ultimately take, the lives of 20 lakhs